Ladies and gentlemen, I have just gotten back from the future. The end of 2022, in fact, and I have seen all of Nintendo's year played out in its entirety. Because of that, I'm gonna attempt the world's first ever 2022 Game Awards. We got a bunch of awards from whatever game grossed the highest this year, to whichever game was overall the best this year, the biggest surprise, best trailer, all of that. So stay tuned, because this is 100% legit. My dad works at Nintendo, my mom works at Nintendo, I work at Nintendo, I can see the future, I came from the past. I forget what I said at the beginning. This is 100% legit though, trust me. Starting things off with our first award, we have the highest selling Switch game. Despite a serious effort from the sequel to Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 3 took this award pretty easily, selling 10.2 million units within the fiscal year. The fact that it came out towards the end of spring, early summer really helped it. For the second award, we have the best updated game. This goes to Mario Party Superstars. ND Cube clutched up and released different map packs for the different eras of Mario Party. First, we got a GameCube era map pack with maps from Mario Parties 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we got a Wii one with maps from 8 and reworked maps from 9 and 10. Congratulations, Mario Party Superstars. For our third award out of 15, oh god, we gotta speed this up, we have the most, wait, this is good moment? That moment when an idea that sounds so terrible, so awful on paper, actually turns out to be somewhat good, and everyone is surprised. Past recipients of this award include Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and while its sequel was a high competitor, the award ended up going to the Illumination Mario movie. Best Nintendo showing goes to their June Nintendo Direct. In this Direct, Nintendo completely revealed Breath of the Wild 2 with a full title, extensive gameplay demos, and a release date for later in the year. They also had some more surprise games, which you'll see later on in the award show. The award for Best Music in a Nintendo game this year goes to the newest Donkey Kong Country game. It was great to get this as a surprise announcement and released within the same year. The most controversial announcement this year was 100% Pokemon Let's Go 2. The sequels to the Let's Go games will take place in Johto and lack almost all of the features that made Heart Gold and Soul Silver some of the most beloved games in the franchise. Unfortunately, this will not be Nintendo's most disliked YouTube video this year, as they will announce The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD for full price, and that trailer will get bombarded with dislikes. Unfortunately, they decided against packing it in with The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, meaning that Skyward Sword, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess, all games that came out over a decade ago, will cost $60 each on the Nintendo Switch. The best non-Nintendo game this year was a close one, but the award goes to God of War Ragnarok. No bias here, considering God of War might be one of my favorite games of all time, but there was no bias. I mean, remember, I did come from the future, so how would I even be biased? I'm just telling you the 100% facts. The best family Nintendo game this year goes to Kirby and the Forgotten Land. The co-op in this game, coupled with the easy level design yet playful nature of Kirby, means this one will be a banger for most kids. We're down to the last couple awards, and these are the most important. The best third-party Nintendo Switch game this year was LEGO Star Wars: The SKYWALKER Saga by Traveling Tales Games. TT Games has been working on the LEGO series for so long, and eventually they just needed to make their magnum opus, and this seems to be it. I mean, it is it. When it released, everything went amazing because, you know, from the future and all. Next, we have the award for the best Nintendo announcement, and that would have to go to Mario Kart 10. That's right, Nintendo decided to skip over Mario Kart 9 and release Mario Kart 10. Its reveal trailer essentially broke Twitter. Last but not least, the best Nintendo game of the year. The nominees are, oh, who am I kidding?
Bruh.
It's the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Everyone has been waiting for this game to drop, and the whole time movement mechanic where you can kind of go back in time with stasis, so cool. The fact that you could just teleport up to the sky, such a neat gameplay mechanic. There's even some more stuff that Nintendo added in, but yeah, I mean, you know me, I don't want to spoil it. In all seriousness though, I don't think a Nintendo game has been this hyped up since the original Breath of the Wild. There's a lot riding on this game for Nintendo. Will it be able to recapture that same magic or not? Of course, it will. Remember, I'm from the future. I mean, I've seen it. Oh, would you look at that? I guess I gotta go back to the future. Sorry, now you're gonna have to talk to Thomas from this time period timeline. Alright guys, I'm back. Seriously though, this was just a fun way for me to get some predictions in, because I seriously do think everything I said in this video will come true. Now naturally, we're dealing with Nintendo, so there will always be one or two curveballs, but I seriously think every single thing I just said in this video has a greater chance of coming true than it has of being proved incorrect. I mean, Splatoon 3 being the top-selling game seems like a no-brainer. The Mario movie actually being good is more than possible, considering Shigeru Miyamoto has been dedicating most of his time to it, and he's more protective with Mario than anyone. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 being the best Nintendo game from this year seems to make complete sense, and hell, I even think it's finally time to get that Mario Kart 10 announcement I was talking about. Getting a 2D Donkey Kong game was kind of just a Hail Mary, but hey, it's been so long since we got one. I think Tropical Freeze came out in 2013. It was around there, and I mean, we got the like re-release in 2018, but it was literally the same game. Like, all it had was the new funky mode, which was cool, but I mean, it's the same game, so you know. I really want to see a brand new Donkey Kong this year, and I think this is the year. I mean, the reason I think that is because there have been rumors that Illumination has already started a Donkey Kong spin-off movie. Nintendo and Universal have been making a Donkey Kong spin-off land for Nintendo World. All this, and we don't even have a Donkey Kong game. It would be damn near ridiculous for them to have all this Donkey Kong stuff with no Donkey Kong game on store shelves to show for it. Also, I do want to give a special shout out to LEGO Star Wars The SKYWALKER Saga. This has been a game on my radar for, I mean, ever since it was announced. LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga has always been one of the most, you know, cool, like, it's just one of the coolest games I've ever played. Of course, it's a kid's game, and I've gone back to, you know, return to it, and the charm still holds up, but it's not as fun as I remembered it. But looking at this trailer for the new one, Skywalker Saga seems to have actually, like, more gameplay than, you know, the other one. It seems to be like an actual game rather than just, hey, kids, look at this, we're putting Legos and Star Wars together, you want to buy this now. It's been delayed twice, but I'm honestly still so excited for it. It just seems like they've been really taking their time and making it the best possible game they can. That just is so cool to me. It looks so good. With that out of the way, I do want to give one last shout out to a game that I think might unfortunately go under some people's radars. That game is going to be Kirby and the Forgotten Land. If you are not a Kirby fan, then congratulations, we are in the same boat. I have not completed a Kirby game ever, I don't think. I've had a couple, I just do not find them fun. The platforming was always too easy for me, and I didn't like the weird, like, power-up thing. I was not a huge fan of Kirby, it's just not for me. However, looking at the gameplay from Forgotten Land, specifically the most recent trailer, it looks stunning. Graphically, it looks great, but it seems to be kind of like an evolution of, wait for it, Super Mario 3D World. No, serious. It's got that linear platforming style of challenge, but it adds more. There's the unique power-ups that Kirby's always been known for, and then you can go back to a town and, like, repopulate the village by finding Waddle Dees, I think, out in the wild, and then they come back. There's shops, there's activities to do while you're in the town. It just seems like it's actually innovating on, you know, your standard linear 3D platformer, which is so exciting to see. So with that out of the way, oh wait, I forgot, we have one last award. It's the best video uploaded on the Switch Stop channel, but I subsequently got the least amount of views because it wasn't something the audience was used to seeing award. No way! This goes to my very own Racing with Every Vehicle customization in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's so cool. I actually did that, and the link is on the screen right now.